Hi everyone, Nigel here again. So I get a lot of questions like Nigel, when should I quit my job to start a business? Or should I quit my job to start a business? Can I can I just quit right now? And it's also quite appropriate questions because if you haven't heard, there's a great pandemic resignation around 2030, up to 50% of people are switching things up, either they're quitting the jobs to find another job, they're upgrading or downgrading their jobs, or they're moving sideways, or they're relocating to another country or another state, right? So the it's a really good question. When should I quit my job to start a business? So let me start with the generic safe answer or the generic answer I give people right now. Okay, it's very appropriate. So it all depends on how much savings you have. If you're starting from scratch, let's say, for example, you are working full time today and you want to quit your job today to start a business tomorrow, right? That means there's no additional cash flow coming in from the business because it haven't been started. So if you don't have a sizable savings, it's going to be really hard. I would recommend if you're starting from scratch, quit your job today, tomorrow start a business, you should have at least 12 months worth of savings to cover your living expenses. That would be your rent, petrol, food, and things like that, right? So you need to have enough money in your bank account for that. So next is that it depends how much dependence and how much commitment you have. So when I started my business, I'm very aware that it was less stressful for me because it was just me and my wife, right? And we don't have kids then. So we share our income and half our expenses. So that was way easier. So if you're thinking of quitting your job, start a business tomorrow when you have, two, three kids, or even one, right? Or with commitments like mortgages or payment for your car, for your school. So that will require you to save have a lot more savings. It's higher risk that way. So if you have a lot more dependence on you, be it kids, aging parents, or things that you have to pay for on a consistent basis, um, either you save more or commitments that you can taper them off. Like if you check your credit card bills or your monthly expense, you realize that you can actually shave off $500 from, let's say, your cable TV, or hold back from buying more expensive stuff like phones or watches. You can shave that off, so that will decrease the amount of savings that you need to launch a business and quit your job, right? So bear in mind how much your expenses are every month. So that if you can, the more you can squeeze down your expenses, the less savings you need. I always nowadays, as I'm older, I have two kids, one more kid coming end of Feb 2022. I want to have more buffers just in case the shit hit the fan, let's just say, right? Also, it depends on your risk appetite. Some people they want to quit their job right now so that it will motivate them, it light a fire under their ass to really work very hard. So it really depends. And risk appetite and your business preference is quite close by. I had somebody on Reddit telling me that people who side hustle and have a full-time job, these are all wannabes. You know, um, I think I can agree him yes and no. So if you have a lot of commitments, you got a lot of dependents who relying on you to keep a roof over their head, to keep making sure that they can go to school, have education, have insurance, then it's just a responsible thing to do. Because you signed up for this, right? So, and no matter what, if you feel that in your heart and mind you're ready, make sure that you have enough savings to last you at least 12 months. Okay, right? So exceptions to delaying time to quit your job is, if, let's say, if there are red flags, where you have a really toxic workplace, or you are struggling with some mental health or physical health issue, then of course talk to your insurance. If you have insurance, if you have insurance, talk to insurance, see whether you can have any payouts from there to make sure it tied you over during this time. So there are exceptions to this. So it depends on your situation, case by case basis. So what I recommend nowadays is, first, you should you must review and establish your reason. Why do you want to quit your job to start a business? What is it about? Is it do you have a like a burning desire, like a real reason, because sometimes people, what they do is that they say, oh, everybody is going to entrepreneurship, it seems so cool to have a creator, to have a founder name in the name card, but they're not ready for it. So you got to review it. If you're in it just for the money, right? I've met a lot of people who just in something just for the money. Look, money, it doesn't hold you strong enough. When shit hits the fan, you gotta have very strong conviction. An example is like, I run a physical therapy company, hand therapy company right now, in Phoenix Rehab. Um, we've gone through so much challenges, and without conviction, it's so easy to just walk away. But no, I have a commitment, I have a conviction, not only to help my therapists earn more, but also to help the patients get well, to recover from their back pain, their neck pain. So when there's challenges that come to me, the business challenges, I won't just turn tail and just run. I'll face it head on to work through these challenges. You got to have a good reason, because reasons and convictions are what keeps you going. If your reasons not deep enough, not strong enough, not convicting enough, it's challenging. So understand what's your reason. If all you want is just like, oh, you want to have a bit more passive income, but you love your job, that's great also. Connect with your boss, ask them how you can get a pay raise, ask them speak to them, say, okay, boss, I want a pay raise. What do I need to do to get that pay raise that I want? I want a 10% pay raise, 20% pay raise. And most bosses who value your contribution, will tell you, Nigel, you need A, B, C by 6 months' time, 12 months' time. Then I say, sure. If I can hit it in 6 months, 6 months, 12 months consistently, I can get my 10% my 10% increment. Let's get it in writing and let's get it sorted. And then you can take that money and then you can put it in your index funds or some whatever investments that are safe and stable, and you get passive income from there. Some people just like working as employees, and it's great. It's okay. You got to review your reason, right? Okay, that's number one. Number two, you got to upgrade your skills. The difference is between employee and contractor, freelancer, business owner is very different. As employees, we can just do one thing and then be done with it. As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a freelancer, you have to do everything from sales, marketing, business decision, risk taking, invoicing, accounting, servicing. So you got to upgrade your skills. So if let's say today I'm a hand therapist and I want to pivot, I want to pivot to do something else, I have to go for courses. I maybe have to intern. I have to practice it until I get really what's the word, competent in it, right? So let's say, for example, I'm a hand therapist and I got sick and tired of hand therapy, and I want to be a power washer. So what I gotta do? Maybe there's no courses, but I can go intern or follow a company that does power washing. Intern with them for, let's say, 3 months, 6 months, depending how complex it is, to learn the skills of power washing. And then I can make an offer to the owner saying, hey, I want to have a piece of the pie. Can I work with you? Can I buy into the equity? Find a way to collaborate, right? And then I can work from there. If it doesn't work out and he said, Nigel, just do your own stuff, I'll do my own stuff. So you got to upgrade your skills if you want to go into contracting, freelancing, and being a business owner. Okay. And that's why nowadays I usually say, if you do have enough savings, or even if you have enough savings, please consider freelancing and doing it on the side. Not most people work from Mondays to Fridays, say 8 to 7. Okay, let's call it a long day. That gives you your weekends off, right? So that gives you some time on the weekend to pursue your side income. So sorry, your side hustle. Study first, apply, and build up from there. And once your side hustle is validated, let's say it's really making money. I'm power washing, I'm making, let's say, $400 a weekend, $500 a weekend. 4 weekends, I'm making 2K a month. If my expenses are 2K, I'm ready to quit if I want to. If not, if it's just extra income, then I can take extra income to go and invest, right? So when should you quit your job to start a business? Please save 12 months worth of living expenses, depending how much You spend, how much dependents are depending on you, your commitments. It also depends on your risk appetite, right? If you're the sort that needs to have a firelight under their ass, sure. And you can do, if you can do on the side, sure. Save enough, quit your job, and start on the side. Go direct. Okay, other than if there's exceptions for you, right? Make sure your reason and your conviction are strong. Convictions are whatever that holds you close to your dream. Without conviction, nothing stands. Because without conviction, you start to waver when times are hard. There's not always good times. There will be ups and downs, and sometimes there's periods of dry spells. So your reason must be strong. Is it for your loved ones? Is it for your religion? Is it for yourself, your freedom? Is it for your passion? Maybe you would like to do something for someone. I don't know. That depends on you, right? So your reason must be really strong. Your conviction must be strong. Have savings, upgrade your skills. And if you have the patience, which I recommend, freelance. You have your weekends for this. You have your after office hours for this. And build it up. And when your freelance side hustle income is at least 50% of your take home, you're ready to pull a plug. You can quit your job then. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. If you like this video, just do comment down below, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what else you want me to share with you. I am also thinking a lot more about what I'm doing with these videos. I'm actually really having a really good time just sharing with you what I feel, what I think. And I'm really excited to do for 2022 and beyond. So take care, boys and girls. Bye.